All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we'll take a look and see if we can recreate this issue so that we would have this then to take a look at. So I should have started the recording a little bit sooner, but
That's okay.
since I didn't, I'll kind of recap what the situation is, just for the sake of the recording. So the issue that we've had reported here is that when someone is doing a back-end registration, but they're indicating during that registration process that they're wanting to have a quantity of 2 tickets being purchased, it's not going through that way. It's still showing it as just a, sort of one item instead of multiple. So let's take a look and see if we can get this recreated here. So we're in our stage environment here, but essentially what we would, and you can tell me if I'm doing anything that's not what you would normally do, then you can stop me and we'll take another look here.
Okay.
So let me first find a record for somebody that has a full contact record here.
Hey, Megan, this is Mark Salter. I finally got a chance to jump on.
Welcome. We've got Ashley from Toronto on as well.
Hi.
And we are taking a look at an issue that Toronto is having where they're doing back-end registrations, but when they're indicating that they want to purchase multiple tickets, it's not counting it as multiple tickets. So we're going to see if we can basically do a little video of what that's looking like so that we can do some investigation then on our end.
Yeah, the sales order is listing like quantity 2, but then in the when you pull up like the attendee report, it's only recording it as 1
Okay.
instead of 2.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, then we will take a look. So we'll go down to our sales order, rapid order entry. If we can find an item to purchase here. We'll just choose this and see what we come up with. And I guess that was oh no, there it is. Okay. So are you entering it twice here, or are you changing the amount?
I don't think when we've had the issue, it hasn't been done through rapid order entry. It's been done through like the manual process of like create a new sales order and going through that whole step. It hasn't been done through rapid order entry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's what might be causing the issue. Except I don't think I grabbed the same thing twice. Yeah, I did. There it is. Okay. All right. So we'll see what happens if we try it this way, because it could be that if that resolves the issue, then that would definitely be one thing where you might want to use that process instead.
Sure.
But we'll see what happens. So then we'll go ahead and process payment here. I'll have to find a business group that's set up with hopefully we can find one in our test environment here. They recently scrubbed some of the data, so well, we'll see if it'll let me process it through as a check anyway. Okay, so, all right, we're definitely seeing 2 tickets there and 2 tax items there.
Yeah.
So then let's see if we take a look at the event itself, if it's showing up there. So is it when you do the view all attendees here
Yeah.
that it's not displaying
That it's
correctly
listing
for
it
you?
just as a 1 ticket.
Okay. All right. Okay, so in this case, it looks like it did
Go through.
pull it in twice there.
Okay.
So it sounds like it might just be, the difference between the way that the rapid order entry pulls everything together and kind of using the more Salesforce interface there. So do you think that this would be an option? Is there any particular reason why you
Sometimes when we do sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Sometimes on the back end, we do it the other way when we don't have somebody's billing information necessarily, because with rapid order entry, if you don't have somebody's billing information, you can't proceed. Whereas, like, I know sometimes we go the older way to do like comp registrations if we have any guests and things like that, or speakers that we don't necessarily have all their contact information, but they're coming for free, so there's no actual charge associated. So sometimes we'll go that back end way just because it's sort of a workaround if we don't have that address. And then, but for the ones where it's been happening, they have had an address, and I think honestly we've just done it the back end way because we did it that way for a really long time.
Sure.
But we can definitely move. Yeah, but we can definitely move to the rapid order entry.
Okay.
In order to try to get around it.
Okay. Yeah, try that and see if that seems to resolve the issues. And for some of these situations where you don't have an address, we could certainly take a look and see what seems to be a solution there to either make it so that you don't have to use the back end, sort of the Salesforce interface, or basically come up with some way so that it will work for you and calculate correctly.
Okay.
So, anything else from you or Mark? Anything else you've thought of since this morning?
On Toronto side, there's nothing else that we've really encountered recently. I don't think, not that I'm aware of at least. I think Dawn, myself, and Alexandra will all be sort of rotating on these calls. But yeah, there's nothing else that I can think of immediately that we've been having any issues with.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I had my audio off. What you showed me this morning will help a lot. I just haven't had a chance to get back into it. We've got our auditors in this week, so I've been kind of floating back and forth answering questions. What else? Yeah, I don't know. I know from time to time Amanda has sent an inquiry, a question here and there, but I figure those will all catch up as part of the process. You guys have got to be swamped with all of this stuff. So.
Okay. Well, then I certainly won't make you sit here and try to come up with anything else. Like I said, we're hoping to start implementing. I mean, I could if you just really wanted to hang out for a while, but I mean, I think we are going to try to figure out some sort of a cadence for having some sort of office hours so that we'll be available for, for anybody who's working in the system and has questions or, wants to, if anybody wants to just sort of get together and bounce ideas off of each other, that's also an option there. So, But yeah, thanks for participating today,
Or
and
actually, I do have one more question.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't know if this would be related to the actual platform or if it would be related to the payment gateway. But we've had some people coming to us, and I've diverted them to our tech people. But we've had people basically where they've been saying with a few of our events, people go to checkout and they enter in all their card details, and then they hit pay, and then it just sort of hovers. And for some people, it obviously seems to be working and going through because we're still getting registrations. But for other people, it's just they just get stuck at the checkout, and they don't continue. And our tech person has gone in and tested on her computer. It seems to go through, and not sure why. We had it happen quite a bit on our corporate governance event that's going to be tomorrow, actually. It's now sold out, but we had a lot of people call us and say for whatever reason they couldn't, it wouldn't bring them through to the confirmation page, and that it wasn't going through. I don't know if there's anything, I don't know if it's something we could even replicate right now, obviously, because it's one off, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely good to know for something to kind of to look into. Obviously it's not urgent right now since your since your event is coming up so rapidly and it's sold out and everything. But if you have a list of who some of those people are, we can certainly take a look on our end and see if we see any anything any similarities between those individuals, or if we can see anything that looks like it is actually in the system itself. Then we can definitely investigate that and see if we can figure out what was causing that. So yeah, we can definitely do that.
All
right. You are welcome, and we'll be posting recordings of these calls on the Society Center. So we'll be putting up the one from this morning as well as this one. So feel free to take a look there, and hopefully we'll talk again next month.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you again.
All right. You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.